Hey everybody, how's everyone doing today? I hope everyone is doing great. What time is it? I think it's like 7 a.m. here. Well, I saw something on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Very interesting channel has appeared. It's called Outcast from the Philippines, and they are claiming credit for actually getting Foodie Beauty in trouble. They've posted one video, so I'm going to react to that. Let's get into it. Okay, it says, long time no see. I came back from sailing. Somehow I went on a spiritual awakening and isolated myself from society since November of 2024. Okay. I have changes in my life during spiritual awakening through Holy Spirit manifestation and became awakened empath. That includes isolation from society and losing interest of all my ambitions. One day I was meditating alone since I have disconnected from people, especially people I know. A call from my God, Yahuah, through intuition and said, check the one you reported, and I did, and here is what I found. So I'm assuming that before they went on their spiritual awakening, they knew Chantal, obviously. Then while they were away on their spiritual awakening, obviously disconnected maybe from the internet and all that sort of thing. And then when they decided to go back on because Yahweh, you know, suggested that they do so, this is what they saw. All of us, talking about the kitten incident and all that sort of thing. That moment, I had found a opportunity to contact Pause Kuwait after the kitten and illegal donation scandal to expand and explore her crimes she committed on Kuwait. I mean, technically, yeah, they are on Kuwait. I mean, you could say in Kuwait or on Kuwait, but technically, yeah, they were on Kuwait. I agree with that. Okay, so the first one, it says, hi, can I communicate with you regarding the YouTuber Foodie Beauty? I have made a document exposing her. So I guess this is the correspondence that they sent out initially to Pause Kuwait, and they said, sure. And then the response, do you have a Gmail? I have been reporting her since 2022, 2023, as she illegally as she is, excuse me, it's early and my eyes are like acting wonky. She is illegally immigrating in Kuwait for 3 years, involved in many business scams with her pretending husband, who is a Syrian refugee, and she is notorious for neglecting her pets even in Canada. Miss Chantal Marie Olive Sorrow, involved in threatening other victims to silence them to defend her abusive partner. She has pending court cases in Canada about tax evasion and being witness to sexual assault, and it's a main reason why she fled to Kuwait. However, the Kuwait authorities need to dig deeper because some family members of the Syrian refugee Salah al-Rafai covers them up. Ooh, interesting. I wanted to submit to you the ULOC Unified Letter of Complaint that includes history of animal abuse grifting donators. This is one of the pages of the document, and all I need is a website to send document. Sorry about the music. So it looks like they sent, okay, multiple links. Oh, Google Docs. So yeah, I wonder what's in those docs. Wow. Oh, look at this. Oh, wait, what's this one? Okay, so it says, this is ULOC, Unified Letter of Complaints, a list of all her illegal and unlawful criminal activity she committed in Canada and Kuwait. I was trying to submit this to Kuwait police, but there is no response. Use this file to expose her beyond animal abuse for donations. Thank you. Pause Kuwait. Here is a video of Mr. Salah El Rafai committing shirk on a foreign woman, and here is the link to send it to Kuwait authorities. Oh, damn, you're busted, glitter tits. Oh, man. Okay, letter of complaint. I'm going to pause it because I'm going to have to read this from my computer. But I was seeing comments from people about when the other documents were released about how it was written. You have to understand, if it's another country, not all countries will speak in the same manner that the United States does, because, other countries might have different letters in their alphabet, as well as no letters, certain specific letters at all in the alphabet, so their wordage and verbiage might be a little bit different. So yeah, but anyways, let's read this. Okay, it says, "Good day, and it's a great pleasure to communicate with all of you. We are a group of concerned individuals, and we wanted to report a Canadian citizen, tourist, or YouTuber from Canada named Chantal Marie Sereau and her members. And her members in her YouTube channel membership. In social media, she is named as Foodie Beauty and Salah and Chantal in her other YouTube channel, who is committing illegal immigration overseas to escape the allegations of cyberbullying and harassment, blackmail, doxing, tax evasion, animal abuse, illegal use of drugs, grams of cocaine, traffic violations, and being an unnecessary and being an accessory to the Egyptian, I'm omitting his name, sexual case, bringing a false alibi to testify on court to defend the suspect as they are secretly dating. Not only she commits these unlawful acts, but with the help of her YouTube channel members from her memberships, Chantal Marie Olive Sereau and her YouTube membership members harassed victims who exposed her and disagree with her even in real life, as they also involve children and posting it on social media as a weapon against them. Miss Sereau has been reported by many people who saw her true personality. However, it's still ignored by government authorities up to this day, and she still continue harassing others online while country hopping to escape. Hold on. Country hopping to escape the consequences of her unlawful acts she committed in both Canada and Kuwait. They went to Thailand trying to extend her tourist visa along with her fake husband of convenience from Syria for Canada residency. However, we reported her to Canadian Embassy in Thailand regarding of her evasion from being deported, extradited back to Canada to face allegations prepared by the victims of blackmail she has committed. and her status now is on immigration limbo due to lack of funds, under investigation by Canadian Embassy and or denied visa extension, which she is now proclaiming she is living in Thailand, but in reality she is stranded along with her fake husband of convenience, as her goal was to continually eat massive amounts of food to earn income for her payment, which also a violation of new rule of Thai's airport new weight law by weighing their current pounds of passenger to calculate the fuel of the airplane takeoff. Is that true? I'm gonna have to look that up. Is that a new rule in Thailand? I have no idea. And Kuwait's residence or visa requirements, health checkup. Miss Saro always delete evidence of her committing unlawful acts like blackmailing, doxing on live stream to evade ban. However, reaction channels have duplicate of her deleted videos. Now she tries to copyright strike reaction channels for providing evidence and waste government resources, like police report against people whom she disagree with, exposes her evil acts, and men rejects her as an evidence. The problematic Canadian tourist and citizen, as well as the rest of her YouTube members, have been reported to social media services like YouTube, to international government authorities, and to welfare protection organizations like Animal Rescue multiple times. However, those reports provided by the victims of blackmail and concerned individuals who were curious about her poor treatment of children and animals were ignored, and they never found violations, as she continually did these vicious acts on screen without any consequences. These acts make us frustrated, and these victims and concerned individuals wanted justice for the unlawful acts she did against them. As I am writing this unified letter of complaint, I want you all to investigate and take action against both Miss Chantal Marie Olive Saro and her YouTube members for the I don't know what the unlawful illegal acts they have committed. The following people who are the subject of this complaint. Okay, so I'll continue the video. I had to read it from my computer because my eyeballs. Okay. Oh, damn. Oh, it's a list. Yo. Okay, what is this? Okay, so it gives her name. It gives the country of birth, Ottawa, her current location. Okay, reason for complaints, and there's the list: sexual assault of men, tax evasion, illegal immigration, Kuwait, blackmail, doxing, Canada and Kuwait mastermind, online harassment, gang stalking, illegal drug usage and transactions, driving under drug influence, animal abuse, child endangerment, unlawful usage of government resources, violation of tourism laws, filming forbidden places and people without permission, and insulting citizens, false evidence, May Anderson sexual assault case, Egyptian sexual assault case, May Anderson, anti-Semitism, calling someone Godwin, homophobia. And then it shows her PayPal at Foodie Beauty, and then mental status, mentally insane and incapacitated, need assistance from licensed and trained therapists due to bad childhood past and current narcissistic behavior. I agree with that shit. Oh, damn. Okay, so whoever did this, like, they listed all the government agencies and that Kuwait needs to contact, I guess. Yeah, I think, I don't know how Canada works, but if they want to keep like good relations with Kuwait, yeah, they probably might not ignore this, considering Chantal has quite a large following on YouTube. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Look, it has a link to all her freaking videos.
The Kuwait oil fields, 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 the Kuwait.
The reason why filming the Kuwait oil fields is completely illegal is, example, the current situation that, just happened yesterday as far as Israel bombing Iran. Now, because Kuwait is an ally of the United States and there is quite a large military base in Kuwait, that makes Kuwait a perfect target for Iran to attack. So, to film the oil fields is basically mapping out bombing locations for, what do you want to say, bad actors or something like that, to bomb. So that's why, the governments do not like you to film specific infrastructure like that.
Oil fields, the Kuwait 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 oil. Now, she published today, November 28, 2022, footage of her having shot and published footage of the oil fields. Now, this gets to be where, I mean, it's suspect.
Yeah,
because, I mean,
that's the thing. That's why I've always kind of been suspect of Salah when she started filming certain things. I don't know. That doesn't seem kosher to me. Because there's no reason for her to film the oil fields, and it's kind of suspect that she would film the administration buildings of the oil fields. Why would you film that? Kind of weird. Kind of suspect to me.
The Kuwait government knows this is a giant cover. It's like, oh, yeah, I've got this cringe channel, I'm pretending to be married,
exactly.
And we just want to drive around and shoot footage for the silly couples channel, and it's like, what are you doing coming over here, you piece of Wonder Bread, and shooting footage of our oil fields? What is this? Their name... Beautiful.
And this is the thing. The thing about the wars and things that are going on in the Middle East right now, it's really not about country versus country. It's about tribe versus tribe. So yeah, it's a little bit different than, somebody might think of like a war scenario and all of that. It's just tribe versus tribe over there. Who knows where Salah is from? Just because Foodie Beauty said all that and he said that doesn't mean that's where he's actually from. Or that doesn't mean, whatever tribe he's claiming, that's where he's actually from. This could be for a completely nefarious reason. Nobody knows.
Look at what the fuck are you doing? And, well, I guess we'll find out if the Kuwaiti government is going to be just as, forgiving and indulgent as YouTube is with Chantal breaking terms of service all the time. That's what she's doing there, is breaking their terms of service. Do not shoot footage of government buildings, and especially don't shoot footage of the oil fields. So, I'm going to bring this up. This is from the government.
And she's labeled the things. That's the thing. Why?
So there it is. And even though this footage seems boring, it's really important and exciting because you're just not allowed to do this.
No. Okay. After I submitted the unified letter of complaint, this is where all hell broke loose and I found the crimes of Miss Sarow, Foodie Beauty.
Please, all of you, be sure that we don't have any personal issues with Chantal. before Bruce, we don't know who Chantal is, okay? But after what happened with Bruce, okay, and the information we received, plus the donation she made out of Bruce, okay, and she came and offered the money, like she wanted us to be her partner in crime. We had to collect the evidence, and notify the authority. It didn't stop there. Social affairs now is involved, and they're gonna send the complaint to the public attorney, and there will be an investigation. We sent everything to them in one CD, all the videos that she was asking for money. From day one, she came to Kuwait until she left, as she said that she's already in Canada. Okay, and there will be new charges because we got to know that she made video of sensitive location in Kuwait, and it's huge. This is a huge, a big crime. Okay, as a Kuwaiti citizen, I'm obliged to report that too, and I'm collecting also evidences against her and against her husband Salah, and also will be submitted soon to the what they call it, the state of security of state of Kuwait. Okay, because this is a big crime. She cannot videotape sensitive locations in Kuwait. It's a huge crime.
Okay, so what is this? Okay, it's just the same list. I'm not gonna read that. It's the same list. So it's basically showing all the crimes again. So what is this? Dominic Reynolds Marshall. I have no idea who this is. Part of YouTube members who harass people online and defend Miss Sarow and about her accusations on lawful acts. Donator funding her doxing, drugs, and eating. Is he a feeder? Oh my goodness. And whoever that was, these accusations are alleged. They have not been proven in a court of law. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that person. I have no idea who that is. Okay. There are two unified letter of complaint. One is for viewers and one is for actual reporting. Oh my goodness, what is this? FFG. Oh, so she's listing victim of doxing, blackmail, online harassment, virtual gang stalking. Yep. That's all true. She's been a victim of that, 100%. Okay. So now let's read this thing. Hold on. I gotta pull this up on my computer. You know, I should really do these videos on my computer. I'm just so used to my phone. Okay. So, mental health issues due to her abusive past being neglected by her mother named Kim Laundrie. Many people called her Shmi, not as a daughter, but as a product of failed baby trapping a man by pregnancy, which resulted in a lack of parental preparation. The father of Miss Sarow left them because it was a forced relationship on purpose, as he didn't like Miss Laundrie. Her mother showed a lack of love and care for Miss Sarow and treated her daughter as some stranger in their house and as a product of their failed relationship, only to be raised by her grandmother, as Miss Laundrie loved her new family more than her, which made Miss Sarow develop extreme jealousy without any good parental guidance during her growing years. Miss Sarow had developed the 1. despotic behavior with a deep connection to oppositional defiant disorder, in which she proclaims herself both untouchable and immune to any allegations by using violence against women, Islamophobia, fat shaming, and mental health as a shield to protect herself from many people who are exposing her, disagree with her, and from any crimes and liabilities she has committed, and punish victims by creating false police reports on people for her own empowerment. Number 2, binge eating disorder. This is how her mother treated her as a child, as some sort of silence or distancing between them as mother and daughter. Now she uses her eating disorder as a career to earn money and buy more food, clothes, drugs, and payments to men for sex. Number 3, compulsive sexual behavior or hypersexuality. Due to a history of her mother doing this to trap a man of let me read that again. Due to history of her mother doing this to trap a man of its responsibility by forced pregnancy, as her nature of her personality in adulthood, Miss Sorrow paid men for sex, especially taking advantage of mentally delayed homeless men and refugee men. I mean, that is actually kind of a true statement. She had strong fantasies of sexual desires towards Mr. Egyptian, as reported by many people who have witnessed her. She only created OF for him, trying to seduce him away from Miss Maytag. However, he refused, which it led to her nonstop pursuit of wasting government services, like calling the police to force him back into relationship as of her current location. She is taking advantage of a Syrian refugee to force him back into relationship, and as of her current location, let me read that again. I lost my thing. However, he refused, which led it to her nonstop pursuit of wasting government services, like calling the police to force him back into a relationship. And as of her current location, she has taken advantage of a Syrian refugee, mentally delayed man from Kuwait named Salah Al-Rafai, who dreams of having Canadian residency through Miss Sorrow, which I'm trying to get ahead of myself reading this stuff. Through Miss Sorrow, which she wants to make her former lover, the Egyptian, jealous, but in reality, she is taking advantage of Mr. Al-Rafai for sexual desires. Number 4, narcissistic personality disorder. Due to the lack of attention being ignored by Miss Sorrow's mother, Miss Kim Laundrie, and her entire family, Miss Sorrow has developed an attention-seeking attitude by bragging about her status on screen, displaying unpleasant and unlawful acts by mentioning stories related to toilet issues while eating food on screen, doxing or blackmailing individuals who expose her or disagree with her, and telling her audiences she is immune to any kind of lawsuits against her. She also had the ability to gaslight new audiences by trying to rewrite her history, but was intercepted by reaction channels that showed evidence for the new audience, preventing Miss Sorrow from having narcissistic social media engagement that led to extreme mental breakdown, also called rage. When she is exposed for doing something unlawful, she plays victim. What is this one? Hold on. I'm reading ahead a little bit. Okay. Number 5, zoo sadism. As Miss Sorrow is being raised, seeing her mother euthanize their pet is not because they have illness, but because Miss Sorrow's family sees the pet as worthless. As she was also raised in an abusive environment, her mother's aggression passed down to her daughter, and the daughter passed down aggression to innocent animals. In the modern day, Miss Thoreau had abused and neglected all her pets in a very untidy and lethargic environment, and where their home space is no little to roam around, surrounded by trash and clothes. She has extreme hatred for animals that have the same gender as her and gives favoritism to those of the opposite gender. These evidence of zoo sadism happened after Miss Thoreau had a breakup with any men who don't like her or who are uncomfortable with her. They also happen when Miss Thoreau is always in a relationship with men who are abusive, long distance, or for sexual pleasure. She let her partners abuse her pets, laughed to think abusing animals in front of her was funny, and left mountains of food on vacation without guardians, which sparked anger for many people. Number 6, Schadenfreude. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. I've never heard of the term zoo sadism. I'm gonna have to Google that, and this one as well if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Schadenfreude, I believe. Miss Thoreau laughs and takes pleasure on people who are suffering, especially in times of death and misfortune. She has pleasure in harassing people who are exposing her and disagree with her after the victims get doxxed, blackmailed their information. She has mocked victims of shootings and any tragedies during her live stream as well. Number 7, mythomania. Hold on. Hold on. I'm letting this go for a little bit. Okay. Mythomania. She is well known for Oh man, I have to play that back. Hold on. Mythomania. She is well known for pathologically lying on screen, especially when evidence is shown or if they catch her doing something malicious on screen, red-handed as a strategy to lie to new audience and people who expose her malicious acts, by trying to rewrite history. As she tells, it never happened, like the video about Cuba Rage, wherein she orders YouTube members to dox, blackmail Miss Maytag's mother and address at the nursing home to harass them. That kind of mental problem she possesses has been documented and witnessed by viewers who are exposing her. I mean, all those facts are actually true. So. I don't know, that music kind of reminds me of the old PlayStation. Remember when you used to turn it on, it used to make that big noise? That's what that music reminds me of. What is this? Complaints received. Oh, so this is the complaint received, I guess. Is this the complaint? Let me look at it. Hold on. I gotta play. Okay, let me see. What is this? Okay, it says the complainant is a Kuwaiti citizen, and while she was in her residence located in the area of Al Mabula block. Oh yeah, I read this one already on another video. So this is just a complaint from the Pause Kuwait individual that I've already shared and many people have. Yeah, see, that's the complaint right there. That's what a lot of people were kind of like, prostitution? What? Now, I mean, you could define, foodie beauty and prostitution under probably, multiple categories, whether it be the cameos, whether it be the PayPal, whether it be the sponsorships. I mean, the list goes on and on. All of those can be defined as prostitution because she's basically selling herself, her services. So technically, that would be prostitution. I mean, under maybe like, I don't know if that would be defined as prostitution maybe in the United States, but under Kuwait's laws of, what is it, circ? Yeah, all those actions would probably be defined as prostitution in Kuwait. These pictures are disturbing, and it was flashed on YouTube live stream either for clout or to seduce the Egyptian. And see, you know what? And the thing about this is, this all took place probably within a month or even maybe the same month that she met Salah. So how she keeps talking about, oh, this is all in my past. This is all in my past. No. For all of us that have been following this adventure for many, many years, how long have I been here? Maybe 6, 7 years I've been following her. I think I actually started following her. Yeah, because I remember when I started following her a long time ago. But yeah, this specific behavior where these screenshots were taken is all right around the time where she started cosplaying as a Muslim woman. Now be silent and be patient, the hands of God at work. Okay, so that's the end of the video. I don't know, you know, this person could possibly be the person that, you know, initiated all of this. So if they are, well done, because I mean, nothing that they've said in this video is, I don't believe it's not true. I mean, it's all alleged, but majority of it, you know, has been documented by all of us as reaction channels. And it's also, documented in the archives, which all of us have. I know I have, my archives contain, you know, screenshots of all the vile things she said over the years as far as community posts that she dirty deletes and things like that. I have screenshots as well as, you know, of her, the nude flashes that she's done over the years and stuff like that. So I don't know. Hopefully, if she was smart, she got out of Kuwait, you know, considering all the stuff that's going on now. Like I said, I've been warning of that for years. I'm a fan of, you know, watching multiple news channels and politics. I love all of that stuff. And if you pay attention, you know, that was bound to happen over there in the Middle East, this whole entire situation. But anyways, yeah, today I was supposed to go to the protests, but some stuff happened last night. I'm not going to go. I've been warned not to go, not only by you, but by a specific individual that we know that works for the police department told me not to go because, you know, specific things are going to be happening. So I don't want to be involved in that. But anyways, if you choose to go, just stay safe, be aware. If you, yeah, just crazy times. And especially tomorrow is supposed to be the military parade and all of that going on tomorrow, as well as a nationwide protest going on. So I don't even know how many people are going to be, you know, out there doing things. Unfortunately, a family member of my husband has passed away like a couple weeks ago. So tomorrow we are going to be doing, you know, a coming home celebration for them. So I'm probably not going to be home for most of the day tomorrow. But hopefully things stay calm tomorrow. I don't think they will. I think all hell might break loose tomorrow. So everyone, just please stay safe. This world is crazy right now. Just please stay safe. And, you know, if you can, hug your family members and, you know, hold them close. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. I'll see you when I see you. Bye.